lotu yaya mukula lotu we muchiri mushawaga shani ala waminabengi na panchipatarara iwe waminabengi na panchipatarara Noma baby to binyichi Wasala tusi yaseo tulila Adada mulale muchibote Bengi maya Ichichena chakalipa Wakulekela we mwine Ututule we fumu Bengi watusha Ichichena chafinisha Wakulekela we mwine Ututule we futule Ututule we futule Ututule we Wakulekela we mwine Ututule Ichichena chafina Ututule we Wena chakulisha Ututule we Ututule Wakulekela we mwine Ututule we Umumwakwenda Na umfwila kasemo Awati umopalikwe Kana kila kumushini Umojilinga wenkondo Halume ya chako Aponye mfuti yawe Aya Wenda mutende Wenda wayimina Tukesa umana Ichichena chakalipa Wakulekela we mwine Ututule we fumu Wengi watusha Ichichena chafinisha Wakulekela we mwine Ututule we futule Ututule we futule Ututule we Wakulekela we mwine Ichichena chafina Wena chakulisha Tutule Wakulekela we mwine Bengi maya Ichichena chakalipa Wakulekela we mwine Tutule we Ichichena chafinisha Wakulekela we mwine Ututule we Yangu musenindala na ngule chilo Oje boze tulive na kuyalelo Debjo bayetu Amita pendwa ya vintu Fisumbe vyoto kula kuibukisha Kana depotimo Wimbo wa temenu wa katongi Awazunga watita katongi Nakula kuibukisha kateka Kaibuku muna kapona Neseko siove pamenso Yangu ama umebaya Iyaba Iyaba ume Iyaba ume Iyaba Kateka wabantu Twakulila Lelo twakulila Shika kukonke milimo shove Ale filamba Vietnamita pengosile Eti kume mokula dolola vale Lilo wingi
Iseko wingi mwakwete Iseso wingi mwakwete Mwaya Mwaya Mwende wino tata wesu
Katusi muchi wakege Mwali bomba kale Lomba mwatu jatuleli lake Sumangana chiba
Benda
Sebo wapagiri obuiki Ukuchinja lusako kumoneko busaka Mama Kuzituwala basiyani Chagwa katuse
Good day and welcome to today's broadcast. It's Friday, 15th August 2025. Today we are tackling just 4 key issues. We start with a matter that was in the High Court today in South Africa. You are aware that the Attorney General won a court matter in which he wants to repatriate the remains of the late president. The family immediately appealed and stayed the process. You've heard various arguments, but the law in South Africa is very clear, and the Constitutional Court directive. If there is just notice, not application, not detailed affidavits, if there is just a notice when you file in successfully a notice of appeal, it stays the judgment. It acts as a stay of judgment. And then you apply what is called leave, which is permission from court, in which now the court should hear you, why your appeal should go to the higher court, and why the court should authorize you or not authorize you. So what was happening today is the application for leave, permission from court that the matter be allowed to be appealed to the High Court. You heard from the lawyers and the court that they sought an adjournment mutually, that there were indications that both parties wanted to see if they could discuss this matter outside court and maybe by Monday bring a resolution. We pray that those talks succeed. We pray that the talks begin as soon as possible. I've always said we should be optimistic. I've always said we should never say never. I've always said that we should be on the side of caution. If there's an opportunity to resolve this matter, it's not our duty to fight. It's not our duty to fight the process. And this is where I always ask for wisdom from the other camp. I've always said this is a time for President Hakainde Hichilema to tell his camp to slow down, to stop the insults, to stop the attacks, to allow an atmosphere which will then foster success of such talks. But our friends never do ceasefire. In diplomacy, I was an ambassador for 8 years, and I've been involved in some of these issues. If there is a sensitive matter, we would usually put it away from the press, from the media, and would ask for a ceasefire. Guys, can the guns be silent? There's an opportunity for the parties to discuss. But they want on one side to discuss, and just a minute, I seem to have blacked out. Thank you very much. I just noticed that I wasn't live. When I checked my monitor, it was black, but thank you very much. I was saying, in the court today, there was an application by both parties that their clients, which is the family of the late president, and on one hand, the Attorney General of the state and President Hakainde Hichilema on the other side, that the lawyers had received information that there were indications that the matter could be discussed and probably settled out of court. And I was saying, in diplomacy, when there is negotiation, people are at war, the front line are hitting, blood is spilling, and then the party says we should negotiate. One of the key issues on the table is, can we put a ceasefire? This is to allow an atmosphere that should allow for, first, build trust, sincerity, and also stop further damage. And I was saying, our friends don't seem to understand that. If you scan their media since that application in the morning, it's not fostering debate. It's not fostering this discussion that this discussions should take place. It is not fostering a sense of unity and the purpose that all of us should have this matter settled. Anticipating and reinforcing their decision to fight the High Court judgment that was delivered in the High Court, the family of the late president yesterday filed a matter in the Constitutional Court, and I think it was affirmed today, in which they are appealing against the entire judgment that was delivered in the Gauteng Court. The appeal was lodged in the Constitutional Court, who has the power of barrier of rights. There is an affidavit that has been signed, and and it's been served on the lawyers of the Attorney General. So, as we stand now, the remains of the late president, with these two court cases, the appeal in the Gauteng Court for leave, which is permission to appeal to the Supreme Court, because they are going to go to the Supreme Court. Then there's a matter of interpretation that has gone to the Constitutional Court, where who has the power over the remains of the late person, who has the right to bury, who has the right to have custody of that body. That matter has gone for interpretation to the Constitutional Court. Even there, they are saying one of the application and relief is that the whole judgment in the High Court should be stayed. There's an application before the Gauteng Court which stopped the repatriation of the body, where they are saying, can you give us permission? We go to Bloemfontein, to the Supreme Court in Bloemfontein, for us to appeal against the High Court judgment. Then there's an interpretive application which they've made in the Constitutional Court. So there are two higher courts in this case. The Constitutional Court determining the barrier rights, because the court below made remarks, disregarded those essential elements. Who has the custody of the remains of the this is not an unclaimed body. This body has family, it has it has a widow, it has children, it has grandchildren. So it's not an unclaimed body. Who has rights over such a body? Who has a right to bury? The judgment in the High Court seemed to have disregarded all that. And what has been the interpretation of the South African court? Remember, there have been other cases. When Pete Botha died, this is an apartheid prime minister, his family requested that they didn't want a state funeral. Although President Thabo Mbeki at the time flew the flag at half-mast, the family had requested that they didn't want a state funeral. And there's an apartheid hero when he died in 2017. This was at the height of the differences between in the internal factions in the ANC. And he refused that President Jacob Zuma, who was president in the country, should not attend his funeral. It was a state funeral. This is a former cabinet minister, former Robben Island inmate. So there are precedences in South Africa. What do you do? Where like pick butter? Oh, okay. I seem to have an issue with my camera. Let me just go for a break and I come back. Okay, guys, so I was switching on my second camera in case our first camera, which is failing, fails. This, as you can see, is my second camera. This is my primary camera, a better, bigger, nice version, but this is a small camera, but it also does the job. So at least now I have the second camera switched on. In the event that a big camera misbehaves as it is misbehaving, this camera is misbehaving, we will switch to this without me interrupting the program. God bless you and thank you very much. And thank you very much to all those that have that are helping in securing a brand new camera. God bless you. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. But I think we'll work now. This is my second camera. This is my first camera. So in case it behaves, it's my primary camera. We'll switch on to the other one so that we are not interrupted. Okay. So that's where we are. My appeal on this matter is that the president should foster an environment in which we can discuss, in which the family and the representative of government can discuss without peripheral issues rising. We should be on the caution of success, all of us. Remember the primary issues. Number one, President Hakainde, Hichilema, and the family. All of us want the late president to be buried in Zambia. That's given. All of us want the late president to be buried in Zambia. The issue is, when do you bury him in Zambia? Now? The family says no, not now, because there's no environment to allow for a decent burial. A dignified funeral cannot take place in Zambia at the moment for the various reasons that we've discussed. Government says his former president, we need to accord him honors now, and we want him to be buried now. So all of us are agreed that the late president must be buried in Zambia. The question is when? Because there are demands on the left side, like, for example, that President Hakainde Hichilema should not be part of the process. But President Hakainde Hichilema has insisted he's head of state and he wants to be part of the process. So the family says, no, in that case, no bury. One day, the remains of the late president will be brought to the country. And this acrimony has not helped. If it's the remains you want, what if they cremate? Okay, here are the remains. Go and bury. Would that be decent? Would that be dignified? Because there will still be remains. Do we have to go to that extent? So my appeal is to all parties, put down your guns for now. Stop Koswe from the insults it's writing, and your social media influencers. put them down. I've got a lot of videos that have emerged. Even today, they've sent people from Petauke, from the family. They've sent some members from the UPND, very, very disrespectful, who are speaking to the extended family of the late president and ridiculing the widow. Here is a video. Just irresponsible in their desperation.
Muno Zambia for 7 years ni masomera lini? Mayona ka? So chikulu tufunika chikulupirire kuti ula muntu echa chinji tisiya. So pa kutisiya kwake Romba tiona alale mu mtendere. Ngati kuli chotyoka tulinyango tukumana nato kusogolo. Chotupanisha apa Romba. Singankhale bwino anthu manga chionere. Tuziwa lina mwambo kapena ukonkewa kwa mene ku South Africa. Mono zibira ne muna kazi mwalili pala akalili ni bwino 2 months apaliye kaeka teta nani. Tufuni kwa meta maliro. Tika mete lini. Tapanisha wantangani. Chinsenga tufuni kwa meta maliro. Tufuni kwa msuzura ni muntu. Ana mpamvu. Lomba ngatakale vyaka mozu kambira nyandale kuti yayi tufuna kuti Edgar Lungu akafike mu 2026. Lomba ngati wa mwana kazi naye ni muntu kapena afuna kuti aendeko. Aendeti yani ngefika mu 2026.
Olwa mwalira mwalira tikaleni nawo tyane ne kwa
nangulero teti tinamali lomba yeve tikalefika mu 2026 naye wa muntu wa mwalira tika kambe kuti ni chinja chitika tika kambe nawe tyane. Ni wanu wa msamala. Otaka msamala kabe bana.
Enekwawo akapassewo mulandu tata ya mwambo sewo ezomanga muntu aliye mulandu.
So tipempe kuti onse akatako ku maliro aba maliro pachinsenga tukuti abasilira maliro seo tabine bakansenga maliro tiike boma ichokeko bana achokeko akazi achokeko naleke maliro yawere kuli anecho kuno kwa nkwama ndiponso ngati ofuna ali kuti awere kuno kwa nkwama kumunzi kuno kwa simambumbu maliro aba bantu kwamene koti akakambire kwamene kapeta nkulusaka ankhale kusobola alamulire maliro mwana kuyambira lero ofunika nkhala muntu wosumiwa auso kuno kuliye aso tikutangalalira maliro wa wisi chinsenga chilili nteto mwana ofunika linkutangalalira maliro wa wisi chinsenga chilili nteto kuti mwana kazi ungatangalalira maliro balume bako chifukwa maliro mazo unathupi nawo ukafune utangalalire maliro bana lume angani. Maona? So icho cheve fera tione. Then potu ukamba vintu kendi chosepo ndale maliro yakachitika please na papata muntu angankhale wa hivi chitika vosiyana koma ndale pasankhale pa maliro yayi nde makolo chakutipunzisa.
Amen.
Ngati mwenzo kangana kale maliro ankhale chintu chimodzi chokuchita chani chokuyanjani chani kumanani pa maliro.
We want to set a precedent. Let them give us reasons why the current president should not go near the casket. And who has told them that he wants to be near the casket anyway? Who has told them that he wants to be near the casket? If they want to say he shouldn't see the body, but who has told them that he wants to see the body? Why these speculations?
Maybe it's because you're arguing that really this must happen. Maybe that's why
it's assumptions. Even the court was asking them, presiding. The court was asking. Their lawyer couldn't explain. Presiding. You yourselves, in your written notes, you were saying Bishop Alik Banda should preside. So why are you now saying the president will preside? You yourselves. So what is presiding? They couldn't explain what presiding is.
He was not just a citizen. He was a head of state. And if somebody says there were issues, yes, there are always issues. But in death, we converge to honor the dead, to bury them decently for the president, with all the honors, military honors. After the burial, we talk. about anything we're unhappy about.
The thread in all these videos is bring the body, we talk later. And everyone knows that when you say bring the body, we talk later, the family is very suspicious. You are not trustworthy. They can give you the body and they know that the doors will be closed. They know that if the body arrives in Zambia, you may not honor the wishes of the late president and the wishes of the family. Yes, you want a body, you want a body. And the Attorney General says, who says that he wants to inspect the body? Why is there a letter today? I'll try to call the lawyers at break to understand, because that letter has just been released this evening. There's a service that is done by, as an e-copy. There's a letter that is circulating that government is still demanding to inspect and verify the body. I think probably they've learned that there's a matter coming up in the Constitutional Court and they may not have access to the body. They still want to see the body, to inspect the body. Why are you in court if the body is not there? If the president didn't die? So why this mockery? You know, there's been a development. The family has included a new lawyer, Tembeka Ngukaitobi. He's a prominent South African lawyer and is a legal scholar. He's very well known for one thing. First, he challenged the courts over their dress code. You know how the court, they want you to wear wigs. He wore Rasta as a way to challenge the system. And the court has agreed that he can wear his Rasta. So he's very well known. He's a young lawyer and legal scholar. He's very respected. He practices at the Johannesburg bar, and where he has earned a silk status. This is a mark of legal distinction and expertise, where the title is granted to senior counsel. So Tembeka has that silk status that was granted to him by his fraternity. He holds multiple law degrees, including an LLB, and his work is very well known for as a constitutional lawyer, as a public lawyer, and he has represented various high-profile cases, including that case, you know, where President Jacob Zuma, attempted to stop the release of the public protector's report, which culminated into what they call a state capture inquiry and stop. So you remember, he was a very, very instrumental lawyer. He was representing the EFF at the time, if you've been watching South African matters. So he's come on board on behalf of the family, and we'll see where this matter takes us. These were the images from Pretoria High Court. We saw that Max Muwe traveled. They're trying to do catch up. We've been there since day one. You've seen the live coverage that we've given you during the entire duration. But here are some images.
Catherine.
Because the only people I've seen here, the only people I've seen is just to get
The application for leave to appeal in the matter of Esther, Lungu'S and 7 others versus the government of the Republic of Zambia, case number 096565 of 2025.
May it please you, HAP, I appear for Esther Lungu and the others in the application for leave to appeal. And Mr. Kwabe is my junior.
Thank you. May you please support, I appear for the respondent in the application for leave to appeal with my learned junior.
Thank you. Right, Toby?
AJP, the parties are talking to each other about how to resolve the matter. If the discussion succeeds, the court will be informed, but we need more time than today. And we have agreed with my learned friend to ask the court for an indulgence to stand down the leave to appeal to Monday, the 18th at 10 o'clock.
We're in complete agreement with that request.
Okay, thank you. We had a brief discussion with counsel in chambers. There is a say that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we hope this is a real light, not the oncoming train in the tunnel. And I've discussed with my colleagues. We also agree that the matter to stand down to Monday at 10 o'clock, and we're still optimistic that the finality that would be in the interest of all the parties would be reached. Stands down to Monday, 10 o'clock.
As you please.
Thank you. Court adjourns.
All right.
The party, friends and all. So I only lamented that why should you be stripping me of these things and then pushing me and saying, no, we want to protect you. No, you see, demeaning of the president to be seen, to be going without this or that. I said, I don't need you. You don't need me. So I was very clear. I've not complained at all. The time that I've complained is when I've been harassed. I said, you've stripped me of everything, but leave my liberty, my dignity, and my rights. That's what I'm saying, even now. You see, 1 minute, I walk the street, somebody says, you can't walk the street because you're former president, you are in danger of being attacked, and people might attack you, and will be blamed as police. That's why we're following you. The next minute, I said, but you mean you didn't know that I was former president? When you stripped me of these things, please, go and put your house in order. The next minute, I want to go to church. Somebody goes into church and says,
how can you allow somebody who has murdered your son or your daughter and you are still mourning to come and attend the funeral and we need to speak at the funeral?
But how good your son
was. And you know about it, you say, wait a minute, what's happening? And I think I can just say the whole thing, I summed it up when I spoke to one guy. I said, "She wupuba nangu mliuno vulo shi nangu pinshi."
Let me make sure. Hello, the cameras,
So that plane arriving in Livingstone, pro-flight plane by the president, sparked a huge social media storm. They said, where is this plane? Is it the rumored plane we are hearing that it has gone to South Africa to pick the body? Or what about these flight plans that we hear they've requested for that landing on a pro-flight without proper explanation? Made social media speculate. I didn't follow up on the speculation. But here is the second matter. This is Dolika Banda. She's well known as a financial banker. Her profile is international in many cases. She sits on many boards. And today she didn't announce, I think people around her announced that she's eyeing the presidency and she might launch her bid. I have tried to get in touch with her. I have not been successful because I want her on the podcast. She should come and tell the Zambians what her aspirations are. She has a very distinguished record. You remember her last assignment was that she was at ZCCMIH, and when there was corruption issues where State House was trying to force a process, she had embarked on a process to invite local lawyers and local companies, local accounting firms, to attempt to steer the issues of Mopani to getting an equity partner. She wanted a local partner, but State House interfered and she put in her resignation. She's also famously known as President Rupia Banda's daughter. She grew up in his house. She could be a niece. I think she was a daughter to one of either his elder or young brother, but she's just well known as, she's a niece to President Rupia Banda, but she's known as a daughter to the late president. But she has her own distinguished record. So again, it is not good to say a daughter of who or a son of who when someone has an international or proper profile themselves. So it will be very interesting. This professional, independent consultant, banker, and professional brings so much on the table, but who's rarely known. Politically, her visibility is quite poor because she's not a politician, and she's not known to have been a politician until now. She's in her 60s, I think early 60s, because we saw some pictures 2 or 3 years ago celebrating her 60th birthday. So I don't know how old she is, but she's Wokulanda age Yavana Mayo. We have a matter of why me? Why me, the young man Francis Kapambwe? We have spoken about Francis Kapambwe on this forum so many times, and many people in the opposition have spoken about this matter. What we know is that he was abducted on 2nd June 2025. They followed him in Harare. We've shown you pictures of 3 men we suspect from the Zambia Police Service Headquarters. The CID department has that unit. The 3 of them approach at a filling station, and one of them approach Waimi. And when he grabs him, 2 vehicles, a gray one and a red one, follow, and they bundle Waimi into the vehicle. I'd announced that I'll be showing the video, but I've just been alerted that there's a matter in the High Court where the lawyers have applied for a habeas corpus, and there'll be amendments to that matter. And that particular video and other issues to demonstrate the abduction by the Zambia police are part of the court process. So the lawyers have persuaded me that to be prejudicial for me to show the video. I have the 2 videos there, 2 short clips that we had obtained from Harare. But the lawyers have advised me that this is a matter, I think they've given a same notice to the court that they'll be demonstrating that the state abducted him. Why were we concerned? We were concerned because when they abducted him, there was hula baloo reports from Koswe, Kalemba, CIC, and they went to town On 9th, we heard that why me, 9th June, that why me had died in police custody at the Lilai police station, because that's where he was kept, tortured, beaten, and brutally beaten. And we heard that he had died on 9th June. We began from 9th June, when we heard that news, we began to demand from the police, confirm. We hear why me has died. The police came on, issued 2 statements that we don't have Waimi in custody. That even brought more alarm to us. So if Waimi is not with you, our information shows that he has died in police custody. Why should we believe that you have not taken his life? So the information then began to be credible that Waimi had died in police custody on 9th June, succumbing to the his injuries of torture. Even today when he appeared, he's wearing a hood because he has a white bandage. We don't know what injuries he suffered. We hope that the matter that is before High Court can of habeas corpus can then reveal what has happened. Many UPND members were celebrating. No, you people lied. Why me has been in police custody. How long are the police supposed to keep you in custody? The law says 48 hours and you're supposed to present someone to court. It doesn't say 3 months. It's been 3 months. Everyone has been demanding, produce Why me. This court case was supposed to start today. And all of a sudden they brought Why me to court. We don't even know if he's Why me, but the police claim that it's Why me who appeared before magistrate, Lusaka magistrate, Peter, is that Peter Mungalu, Honorable Peter, I'll check the actual name, but Honorable Peter Mungalu, Lusaka magistrate, he was presented before them, and the state stated that they were charging him with hate speech, and they whisked him away probably now to prison. But where has he been the last 3 months when he's rumored to have died? In fact, his phone, his profile kept on being updated. It meant that these abductors were even updating, every time the temperature rose so much on social media, they'll post an old video on his profile pretending that it was a new video. But why me appeared today? But the police have denied that they ever held him in custody. Look at this video.
Controversy surrounds the alleged death of Francis Kapwepwe, popularly known as Why Me, a prominent Zambian blogger. Reports emerged online on June 9, 2025, claiming Why Me allegedly died in police custody after being allegedly abducted by security personnel from Lusaka Police Headquarters from Harare, Zimbabwe. According to allegations by some sources, he was brutally tortured and kept at a safe house in Lusaka. Despite these allegations, the Zambia Police Service has maintained that they do not have Why Me in custody and they are unaware of his whereabouts.
No, I think we stand as what Mr. Monga said. Remember, there was a press call to Mr. Monga, and we stand where it is, that we don't have him in custody.
In a statement, police spokesperson Reha Monga denied reports of Why Me's arrest, stating that he was not aware of the blogger's alleged detention. However, fresh allegations have emerged that Why Me might have succumbed to his injuries and died early today. This has sparked concerns about a potential cover-up by the state. Zimbabwe has also reportedly complained about the manner in which Why Me, a Zambian national resident in Harare, was allegedly abducted by Zambia security forces without following international or diplomatic law. The Zambia police have been challenged to produce Why Me, whom they allegedly abducted from Harare, and provide clarity on the circumstances surrounding his alleged death.
If you watched Dr. Grieve Chelwa yesterday, a masterpiece of an article and of a show, you watch it, especially in light of the allegation by the president and Bloomberg that they are doing so well that, what if they said to us, a Grave Chelwa was very clear. He called that the emperor is naked. It doesn't matter how much PR you buy, even from Bloomberg. it doesn't change the matter. So I urge you on the true status of the economy. Grave Chelwa, he's been at Harvard University, has taught at Cape Town University Business School, graduate school. He's currently heading an African institute in the UAE that studies Africa politics and its economy. Is at that university. He has demonstrated the true state of our economy. I urge you to watch that. I want here, President Hakainde Hichilema today was, Bloomberg reported, then Ministry of Finance confirmed, then the President commented. One and the same house. Bloomberg today has confirmed that we have all been working towards that Zambia is projected to record over 6% GDP growth in 2025, which will be the fastest in Africa. It may not be. Ethiopia does post up to 10%, consistently so. The lowest they posted was during COVID. Remember, only 2 countries posted positive growth in the entire world when we had COVID in 2020. It was Ethiopia, 1%, and China, 1.5%. And on normal economies, Ethiopia has consistently posted growth of up to 10%. Well, so here there is a Bloomberg report claiming that will post growth of 6% and it will be the fastest growth in Africa. Dr. Grave Chelwa, in his own words, go and hear what he says, how he debunks this growth. Where is this growth? Where is it? You have the worst load shedding. You still have food insecurity, and you want even to export. You have the worst cost of living crisis. You have the worst load shedding. Our people are not even watching us. They have to preserve, if they have to watch a program like this, to preserve power. Then there is no money because we've been running, and it demonstrated on figures from Bank of Zambia and from Bank of Zambia and Ministry of Finance to demonstrate that there's been very little expenditure by government onto the economy. So where is the growth from? And then the business and closures that have taken place in the informal sector, the massive crash that has happened in the informal sector. You say you are posting growth of 6%. Can we trust these statistics? Wabakati Mr. Bean, waile mbela wemwinek Christmas card. Wafuma pansa wasai posta waipisha punch. Ero wasapapa. Yangu. Bantumina Christmas card. This is what we are doing. We are playing games. And the true status of the economy, I think, was demonstrated by Dr. Grave Chelwa. Watch that. Let me open the phone lines and let me look for this phone, and you can discuss the issue of Dr. Dolly Kabanda, a consultant, an international banker. She's a well-known international figure. She's very little known in the political circles in our country, but not her, but people around her confirmed that she's pursuing the office. She brings an interesting issue, and I hope that one day she'll come to this forum where all of you can participate. Then we have the issue of Waimi, abducted from Harare. I promised to show the video, but I've been told by the lawyers that this is one of the evidence that has been submitted to court, and just out of respect of the court, let the court view the evidence first before I can show it. And for that decency, I have agreed that I should do that. I have the video, however. We showed you some pictures only, but today I wanted to show the 2 videos that we have, but because of that. Then we have the case of South Africa, the continuous matter in South Africa. Today we understand the Attorney General still wants to see the body. Kashinga balina banani ku South Africa, walifo kumuno mubili. But it looks like it may not be so, because there's an application in the High Court and there's an application in the Constitutional Court, and there's that pending application in the Supreme Court. So please call.
We want to set a precedent. Let them give us reasons why the current president should not go near the casket. And who has told them that he wants to be near the casket anyway? Who has told them that he wants to be near the casket? If they want to say he shouldn't see the body, But who has told them that he wants to see the body? Why these speculations?
Maybe it's because you're arguing that really this must happen. Maybe that's why
it's assumptions. Even the court was asking them, presiding. The court was asking. Their lawyer couldn't explain. Presiding. You yourselves, in your written notes, you were saying Bishop Alik Banda should preside. So why are you now saying the president will preside? You yourselves. So what is...
Hello, caller. We have our first caller. Please make your contributions. Introduce yourself and make your contributions.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Mwamba, for the great job you're doing. And good evening, all the viewers all over the world. Mwamba, you've got very interesting topics today. I'll just browse through them quickly. I think give me 2 minutes, I'll be done.
That is fine.
The first one is I'm so happy to learn that I was watching the proceedings in the South African court appeal today, and I'm excited that to learn that both sides are talking. And we've been clear, Mwamba, that we want ECL to be buried here. But family wishes needs to be respected. And HH here is the big brother in the room. If he had shown leadership from the word go, we wouldn't be where we are. And I pray that this time HH will show leadership and behave like a big brother in the room. And that is, and we hope we bury Lungu even next week. And then, Mwamba, we've got problems in our country, you know, and Bachelwa said it yesterday, but the government keeps on making its propaganda everywhere. Mwamba, we are in a crisis. If it was just the economy, that's what everybody's saying. We would have said, let's give this man another 1 term, another 5 years. But there are so many issues. You know, this is a man who is abrogating the constitution, is interfering in the running of the institutions. And one of them is the interference in Tumopani. That was bad. Mwamba, that was lack of not accountability, transparency. And there is no doubt there is likely going to be, you know, there is no doubt there was corruption in that Mopani deal, the way the president behaved. And I understand that led to the resignation of Madam Dolika Banda. And we've heard that Madam Dolika Banda, who's got a very strong CV, wants to join the politics, you know, but it will be good if she can come on your program so that we hear from her and she can also explain to her what happened at ZCCM HI. And if she can also join the opposition front, that would be fantastic, because running a nation is a collective responsibility, a collective responsibility and collaboration with all stakeholders. So let us join everybody. Let's solve the problems that our country is facing, not just depending on one messiah. Bali will fix it. And then I'm sorry, Bamwamba, about that. And then on the shrinking democratic space, Bamwamba, we are in trouble. You know, here is a president who is gagging his own people. You've seen people when they are calling your program, it's so AI or anonymous. How do we live in a country like that? You know, this man has deprived his people of his fundamental rights, human rights, which is in the Bill of Rights in our constitution. So this man again is abrogating the constitution by passing those cyber laws. You know, people have, you know, is taking people's human rights, you know, the right to voice, dignity, assembly, speech, and then comes to the issue of why me? Bamwamba, I don't know where our country is going to. Our laws are very clear. HH said when he comes into power, he won't interfere in institutions. You make sure that democratic rights, principles that are uplifted and protected. Why me? 2 months, 2.5 months, almost. Everybody was jumping up and down. Nobody said anything. Our laws states that 48 hours, somebody needs to be taken to court. I'm not supporting what Waimi was saying, but we've got people in the past. Chibokola was arrested for the same thing. Was he hidden? He was taken to court and jailed. Chela Tukuta. He was insulting our mothers, Banawakwi Badola. Was he hidden? He was taken to court, jailed. He was actually even pardoned. HH even called him a hero and even gave him a job at State House as his presidential photographer and also sent him to diplomatic cause. But even a criminal has got his human rights. You remember Jesus was crucified with a criminal. But what did Jesus do? Did he condemn that criminal? He said, I'm going to be with that criminal in paradise today. So Bamwamba, and then Bamwamba abducting people in foreign countries without following diplomatic. Not to say Bamwamba, what kind of leadership is this? Sending Nani Chabinga to go and bribe,
He said everyone else wants to bury ECL in Zambia, but the wishes of the family have to be respected. I just wanted to say the wishes of the family also were that ECL will be buried in Zambia.
Correct.
And,
I think that's what he has been.
I was shocked when I saw Waimi arekwera muri chimwambaro chembe nambo vachita chikasalanga. There is so much hypocrisy and we cannot trust the Zambia police. But police badilando kwe bati Waimi tabamwikatapu. Lero twamona Waimi appearing in court. How can we trust this government? How can we trust the police? The Inspector General of Police should be ashamed of himself, including his spokesperson, Ray Hamonga. They must be ashamed of themselves, where now they are not actually a police service. They are abductors. This is so wrong, where they have been deceiving people. I wonder what they're taking the Zambians for. I think this government, including all its people, are thinking that Zambia because there is no way the entire police service can say that lelo amonekale arekwera muri motoka yabwe ya police afumine ku police aingira mu court. What are they thinking about us? I think each and every Zambian now must think and decide now that come August, I think it's today, next year, this government should not be there. We are tired of being taken for fools. Thank you very much, Ambassador Emmanuel.
Thank you very much. You can call. The lines are open. Make your contribution to all the matters that we are commenting about. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Good evening.
I'm good. This is Comrade Mukosa.
Comrade Mukosa, my dear brother. Good to listen from you. You went away.
You broke me. You broke my line. How can I be calling you when you broke my line?
We can never. How have you gone through?
This is another line. I have used another line.
No, this line is just congested, as you can hear even in the background.
Sometimes when you talk about democracy, this is another line. I have used another line. The other line which I was used, you broke it.
No, I don't think so. We never block anyone.
I wonder what type of democracy you are talking about.
Okay, make your contributions before we discuss your line.
Yes, let me why me. I think when you want to get information from the police, you don't go to the police and you ask about why me. The police don't know about why me. The police knows about Francis Kapekwe. If somebody went there to ask about Francis Kapekwe, I'm sure they will never show information.
We are not children. We are not children, Mr. No, we always say Francis Kapwepwe, also known as Why Me. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't finish it like that.
We are not children. We know. We followed all the things that the way you are asking. We are talking about Why Me on this same follow. Then let me also add my voice on the issue with the treatment of the value. I think we need to be serious as citizens of this country, more especially us who are here, because the people that are commenting on this issue, more especially on this forum, most of them are in diaspora. Us who are here, who are part of the people that voted for Warungu, who made Warungu to be who he is today. That's why it's being discussed every day.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mukosa. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Thank you very much, and good evening. This is Donoska. I'm calling from Italy.
Yes, Father.
Good evening,
Donoska.
Good evening, Mr. Mwamba, Ambassador Mwamba. Thank you very much for all you have been doing. Ambassador Mwamba, you are a blessing for the Zambian people. Maybe people, they don't talk about these things. I'm a patriotic Zambian, and I think where it is deserved, we have to say it. Thank you very much, and may God bless you for what you are doing.
Thank you, Father.
To
I'm
our
grateful.
country, Zambia.
I'm grateful, Father.
So now, my contribution. First of all, I would like to answer to the caller. What is the name of the caller who called recently?
Mr. Mukosa from the UPND Alliance.
So, Mr. Mukosa, first of all, to answer to Mr. Mukosa, first of all, before I can answer myself, but to Mr. Mukosa from the UPND. You see, I think about Mr. Mukosa, Zambia's many young people are very intelligent, Mr. Mukosa. If you never knew these things, people are very intelligent. We have gone to universities. We have gone to both local universities and international universities. So, Mr. Mukosa, when you come on a platform and you start provoking the owner of the platform as if they are young people, please, I think you have just chosen a wrong platform. Emmanuel Mwamba's platform is a platform for elderly people, for intellectual people, and for ordinary Zambian people. He respects everyone. He does not select anyone, intelligent, not intelligent, wise, not wise. Anyone on this platform is welcome. That said,
thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, that said, let me just say just one word on why me. I'm a bit shocked. I don't know by Emmanuel Mwamba what to say. I'm a little bit shocked. If it is true why me is alive, then we have to ask the government. I just have to ask the government to do the right thing, because the police refused that they were holding Waimi, and that they knew that Waimi was brought in Zambia from Zimbabwe. I feel it's painful for me because of my brothers and of my friends who are in the police, who are police officers. They are very professional. My friends are so professional, but what is happening is so strange, very strange. And our appeal is this. We love our country, Zambia, first of all. We love the country, Zambia. And for this reason, we are appealing even to our police officers. This is the time. Bakapokola, you knew that when we were watching, we look at you in the evening, we feel safe. A police officer is a security for a Zambian citizen, not only a Zambian citizen, but for any person who is staying in Zambia. You see a police officer, you feel you are secured. Now, this case of why me? We ask for justice. I personally request for the justice of this young man. If he is alive, we understand that now the case, there's somebody who has reported some officers to the police. We hope and we understand, we wish that the justice can come for this young man, whether he was insulting or not. He's a Zambian person. He's a Zambian citizen. If me, myself, personally, I've applied to the Zambian government, why me if he's alive? I forward myself. Na London, we want to acquire some penny. Why me? We can do what we call rehabilitation. Why me does not need incarceration? Police. Why me needed what we call here in Europe rehabilitation? They just need rehabilitation, not police, not murifikasanga, not if manani kanyukrobati yo no nango kumulopola fikoti tumulopede fikoti mwebantu wakwales. We love Wakapokola, we love you. I love you. You bring the peace. Wakapokola. What is happening in our country definitely is not correct. So if one is alive, I give myself Namipela, Vamwamba, get this word from me for the rehabilitation, and for counseling. I offer myself. I offer my services free of charge.
Thank you, Father.
Justice for Waimi, just as we have been saying, thank you and justice for Madam Esther. Thank you very much, Ramam. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Ramam.
Good evening.
I'll be very brief.
Yes, sir.
On the issue of why me.
Yes, sir.
The police do not abduct people, they arrest people. In my view, they have urinated on their own parade. This issue is an international crime. I think Zimbabwe should take up this matter and they should make the Zambian government explain how Waimi was actually taken out of Zimbabwe, if he was in Zimbabwe. Then the other issue about Bloomberg, I want to relate it to the story I saw today that someone is about to go mad before the 5th of September. If it's really true that what Bloomberg, I don't believe, to start with, that Bloomberg is reporting. Bloomberg is probably just writing what they were taught to write, because I do not think they produced the statistics to start with. So if
somebody can go to that extent to manufacture such an article and give it to Bloomberg and expect the Zambian people to believe that Zambia is going to post a growth of 6%, then somebody really is about to go mad. It doesn't make sense. Only children, I don't think even children can believe such nonsense. It's absolutely rubbish. So that was my contribution today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Clearly those numbers are bogus. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
I will remain anonymous, Honorable Emmanuel Mumba.
Yes, anonymous.
I just wanted to address Mr. Mkosa. Mr. Mkosa, since you are claiming that UPND, they've brought free education, I'm asking you in a polite manner, Mr. Mkosa, so that you should go back to free education and learn something. So do you think the caliber of Emmanuel Ambassador Mwamba can... Okay, anyway. Bye. I won't say much.
Okay. Yeah, because I never tatuale police at me. Tatuale beba Francis Kapwepwe. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Prophet, Ambassador, thank you so much. Me, I would just say two things. My first priority is to kill Siawan, the man who believes to be a prophet of this country or the world, who always go with Hakainde Hichilema. I wanted the man to die in 2 months. He's going in. And the second...
Sir, introduce yourself. You are saying you are a prophet. You are a prophet to who?
Matthew, Prophet Matthew.
Oh, Prophet Matthew. Matthew, best where, sir?
In Lusaka, Zambia.
Okay, Prophet Matthew. I'll look up to you. I'll look up your profile to understand. So now say your message.
Siawan, I want him to learn something because I have to give a message to him that Siawan, you are going in 2 months. Secondary, you have to confess. If he can't confess, then he's going in 2 months' time from now. Secondary, the message I want to give to the world is I am the person who is led to resurrect Israel. I want Israel to come back to life and to shame the world. That is a man of God. That's my message. To shame Israel is coming back to life.
Yeah, he program yes. Kwa prophet that he will resurrect Israel and he will take away the life of Siawan. Want to akwaleza mpa Friday ukmaleka na mbo kuseka. Okay, my elder brother and Wamulamu and president of the Socialist Party has written the following. Mr. Hakainde Hichilema is really a shameless lackey of imperialism and transnational cooperation. It doesn't require much intelligence. If a little is all one has to know that Bloomberg doesn't generate or originate statistics on Zambia. Bloomberg cannot confirm Zambia's growth numbers. They are not our statistical agency. This just goes to show how low the caliber of the leadership we have at the moment. This is quite shallow. Fred Membe, president of the Socialist Party. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for his commenting about the President Hakainde Hichilema celebrating that Bloomberg have reported that is scoring 6% next year. All of us. And Dr. Griff Chelwa, you watch it. He put it, he exposed the fraud that Zambia Statistics Agency is trying to do. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello, Mwewa from Livingston.
Yes, Mwewa. Please be brief.
Thank you. I want to respond to what they went on what has transpired today in court and also on why me. I remember on Sunday interview at the Attorney General mentioned one statement to say that even if the family won't be there, we shall go ahead with the burial. No, but the question that I had for Mr. Karisha was that when Ngamulea Kubadio, Kurava, that eulogizing, where you remember the fond memories you had with either your father, your husband, your uncle, somebody who is dear to you. Remember family ngata kabeko. If you're showing that tribute, actually that's the word I was looking for. Tribute if you look pera ba ma Esther. Ngata kabeko family wani bakupera. Okay ngabakwa ni shapo ba kumanda. Abakaposa mwero ba ida namba wanu bwana. Timbi kumanda bakwanisha. Ngabake kale sambo yamfani wana.
Au fyo pakwamba fe bamwape pakwamba fye nani akafuarika ichitumbi. Ngata kululupwa.
Ngata kululupwa nanu kafiko tumbi. Oponsa ponga kuchiba pita po. Timbi bakwata kwa maka pita. Isambo yamfwa. Nanu kaberenga isambo yamfwa. Nanu kabedani bashi uiru kaberenga nina. Ngumupataro wakabeko. So some of these things, Ambassador, I don't know HR Shesoko today because I've also been following Vanevas Mbanavena, the former vice president and a very distinguished man of God. But I don't know what has happened to our people. I don't know. I don't really know. Because if in interpretation apa ni white, apa ni black. But if I want to was black and white, I see. But from Teneshima people, but if on them who take all next thing about Mapu. I mean, never live for Pakisa Stacom, Pakisa Stapol, Pakisa Rombo weather. I mean, give a extra fence. But what is spoke about in another state of Anavara for an answer. I mean, give a fence. But if I was having Tabatemen. Bakalas Bakesa Rombo and for me I can understand them. Pantifin to Nashkos. But Tuku Suminate over it sopa. I think even in their conscious knowledge, but this is wrong. But I've deliberately allowed it because of the hardship of the economy. Now coming to why me? Why me? I care for more than I can say for more than 2 months. Monica, and you played a very good video where the police were saying that they don't have custody of that individual. Remember, they watch Monica in public. Mulando shach konka. Mulando watch complainant ninani. I would want maybe some answers from those. And then the other thing about Mwamba, the Tasha Coffee program way, you know, I've been following the profile of the people that you've been bringing on the program. If that team is, everyone is so compassionate about this country. Everyone is so compassionate about this country. Whatever my minds, the doctor who brought yesterday, a lot of professionals, and regardless of their background, you are accommodating everyone. But this program, like your vision has been from the beginning. I want to I really appreciate, and may God continue blessing you as you have been a patriot to this country. If we go to but if you want to from Jesus Christ.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The line is open. Make your calls quickly.
He was not just a citizen. He was a head of state. And if somebody says there were issues, yes, there are always issues. But in death, we converge to honor the dead, to bury them decently for the president with all the honors, military honors. After the burial, we talk.
We want to set a precedent. Let them give us reasons why the current president should not go near the casket. And who has told them that he wants to be near the casket anyway? Who has told them that he wants to be near the casket? If they want to say he shouldn't see the body, but who has told them that he wants to see the body? Why these speculations?
Maybe it's because you're arguing that really this must happen. Maybe that's why
it's assumptions. Even the court was asking them, presiding. The court was asking. Their lawyer couldn't explain. Presiding.
Yes, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Thank you so very much, Ambassador Mwamba. My name is Dr. Jedidiah Ndlovu.
Yes, Dr. Ndlovu.
I would like to just maybe put the question across. I would like just to put a question to you. Two questions, actually. The first question is, don't you think most of the things that are happening in our country, especially as they are related to the UPND-led government, are deliberately crafted just to create a particular narrative that somehow points to the fact that we are not serious people? Because if you look at everything that is happening, for instance, you are talking about why me having been in custard and everybody else has been saying they don't know where he is and so on and so forth. You look at the situation of our beloved late President TCL's situation and so on and so forth. It looks like somebody is using all this to drive a narrative within the country that begins to underplay everything, so that at the end of the day, when we wake up, it will be election time and there will be no time to focus on things that are positive. As you can see already, everybody is just talking about things from the way the UPND government has crafted them. It seems like they've even got their own stories that they have just put up about, and they've got their own people that they have just put out there just to drive this narrative on a lot of things. I promise you the why me situation will take the next 3, 4, 5 months, and we'll just be talking about this, and they'll be just playing around with it, so that at the end of the day, things that concern the economy, things that concern the plight of our Zambian people, you look at how our people are suffering. Our people are employed by Chinese where they're getting paid 50 kwacha a day. 50 kwacha a day. These are family people. We are not talking about all those things that are affecting ordinary Zambians. We are become so politically polarized as a country, and we don't even seem to care about the suffering of the people. The young girls that are involved in prostitution, and nobody is talking about this, because all these things have become less important because the most important things have to do with the narrative that these guys are trying to drive. What would you say about this, Ambassador Mwamba?
Thank you very much, Doc. Thank you very much. It is clear. Like today, the Electoral Commission of Zambia has announced that they will start a mass voter registration commencing on 13th October 2025. And they have begun to prepare the register for next year's elections. This news like this is muted. They want us to discuss why me. They want us to discuss all these things they are engaged in. Caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Honorable Mwamba.
Good evening.
My name is Kabungu.
Yes.
From Kashogwe, DRC.
Yes, my dear brother. From Kashogwe. Peshiria palia. Ngatwatoloka.
Yonsenga nalanda ti diaspora abantu mu comment section wala sekati.
Atushe Kashogwe na koni ku diaspora. Mwabe batwali wa mines and their professionals working there. Make your contributions, my brother.
Yes, Honorable Mwamba, I think we've seen what has been going on in the courts today. And I think they've reached to an extent where they can ask the court that they can resolve this outside the court. Now, the problem that is there is I don't feel that the Lungu family have refused to negotiate with the government. From the president. The president has not gone a further mile to stop these social medias that he personally owns, like Koswe and the others, to stop writing whatever they are writing. And he has not stopped his people, the cadres, to stop insulting. Ushe, honestly speaking, what type of umutende twala kwata? How are they going to negotiate with the family when people are busy writing all these bogus stories that they are writing? And concerning why me, I really don't think that this is the right time that we can even trust the police. I think I, for one, have lost interest in the police of Zambia. I've lost interest in the judicial system of Zambia. Because if you are why me, that why me, but all along, since why me went missing, mpaka lero twakisa monapathy kope. Bamusungire kwisa. And it was a senior officer who came to say, why me? We don't know anything about why me. But all I can just say is, I think the president should pull up his tokens in how he negotiates with the Lungu family and the government as well. And Wakavesha, this is not the time to be excited. This is not the time to do that. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you, Kashowe. You are well represented. Yeah. Yes, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador. It's me, Munkonge.
Yes, wa Munkonge, Quiz London.
Yes, Ambassador. Na first day pusha kubushe takwa bakwe funde ili akweva ti president ngabe pasana ya mwikata takwa bakwe funde munja ske pa kulekeresha. Then nifra na nifro understand ya mano ya wakateka. Because zero vali opposition vale wa journalist takwa ba constitution iland that can watch identify umuntu as a president bali kene bali yonse 7 years kwebati munabo kumsta identify kusumina ti ni president wabo paka afu mapona bali president nomba raba bali president ni shibalefu abasumini ne nomba chali ni president bantu bali kene kusumina kwebati ni president bali 7 years bali kene bali kolere na paroli eri omukulekeresha ndefu avest ndende kufe pano no kuba nandi bambya bashitayishi kadalizim iba baseka ba PF te bambire kadalizim ine nde bukishoro twali na basata mu 2004 2003 2004 towards 2006 ba UPT bali kweta makatazi na ma barracks ifo ba PF tatwa kwete po barracks iri onse tatwa kwete po na ma t-shirt basata bale kanira ko bali tupera amali galias by then bali kubali nefyo ngwefi kurusana ba UPND so mpaka PF yasa kwata maka kwasa basata basa ingire mwe katupange pact again pact yaba Hakainde bafiro kwe bati wombeke twali mano kwima tura mu kusefya twara bengombe twadapo afa batu sta disappoint from that time nenkondo yamba so barungu aba abantu bapatira mu barungu bayingira fe ni shibi UPND kale ya tambo kwe bati ipa PF because PF ya research ta take over UPND for wangu twateka nokuteka rona twateka na inamiti yapitirira so ba ECO bayishire mu PF bali yesho ko bati PF yona ikaba ba UPND kale bambire kwe bati bepaye PF so inkondo ba isanga mu ba ECO ndeko selekshana bonse ba members bakosefe ngefya kosele ba ECO bonse bakosele bafire basata bakosele because yali inkondo yabasata baiseo bapone namo numba bengi bakondema yo baiseo bakada twakopere kuri ba UPND bantu bari kiramo ukura tuma bare imyenshi mbira mabareti kawe kanshina ifoka tsanke ko busoja ngefyo baba but at the end of the day kadalizi mu PF ababe nabareteka kale bambo kuchitefya ifya bipa
thank you thank you Bane thank you very much thank you
fire moneke kale bambo kuchitenka mashabo nokura uma abantu bro bali chengera tiba umuntu parasti bafisama ba PF tabayishe byo kufisama so yonse nga baba mu self defense ba PF bare monekera mwati ba PF baba so iyi system bare bomba kare bayipangire ero nga paka ba ama ministers abashaka sangwepo mu guteko ngumbi nyaba ba UPND pantu balirambisha ngamakonga kware bo muntu afuma mu unip aisa mu mti aisa mu PF murando wako bati bare ba clean teko bati bara abantu bali bakagwararawe mibombere isuma nombe government bena ama CV awere kwira papier takuri yoko bakabasuminishe nchito baliramba tabarefai kwa abantu barefai kokuya chisuma bamwamba.
Thank you very much. Please. Okay, thank you. Caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Please mute the other device.
Okay, all right, that is not a problem. So, thank you so much. I'm calling you from London.
Yes.
I just want to make a contribution with what I've noted on social media.
Yeah.
I saw one member of the cabinet this afternoon writing something about the lawyer that the Lungu family have recently hired to represent them, making jokes about his hairstyle and all that. So when I looked at it,
Name and shame.
This is a person.
Name and shame.
Yes. Unfortunately, I do not want to do that, but I saw it, and I am thinking to myself that this is somebody that is representing the government.
Yes, and is in cabinet.
If the other people from the other country, like South Africa, can see those comments, what are they taking Zambia for? Already, their government has put Zambia in an embarrassing situation where they have to take a grieving family to the High Court just because they want the body of their beloved ones. And the people that were commenting, most of them, when I looked at them, I'm thinking these are just mere cadres. So what is going to happen after UPND maybe comes out of power, maybe say next year? What is going to happen to these that are commenting in this way? You know, they're making jokes about the lawyer. They were making jokes about the family, even putting pictures of the grieving widow and the orphans. I'm thinking to myself, their president is seeing all these things. He needs to say he can't put a stop to it because he says that he's a social media fanatic. He watches everything that people talk about. Why can't he put an end to this so that they preserve dignity for the family? That was my contribution, Honorable. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We've all come to agree. The president watches everything. He's on social media all the time. Why doesn't he stop the insults against the late president and the family? It's because he's also a perpetrator. He enjoys it. You remember when the late president went to hand over power to him, what happened? You will remember what happened. The cadres booed the late president. Did President Hakainde stand to stop the cadres? He didn't. So he acquiesces. He consciously supports the negative that his supporters do. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Hello, good evening, my brother.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah. I want to support the previous party, the previous caller. Yeah. Indeed, in the Kadarism, PF they came to join the UPNDs after they had seen what the UPND they have been doing. Now, the thing is, the PF cadre they didn't have support from you guys who are on top in PF. Is the reason why they had to be seen like they are the ones who are doing all this and that. Mostly, when the UPND makes a scandal, they will scatter, they will run off, and they will leave the PF around. Then they will come back and say, "See what the PF have done." Remember what happened in Northern Province when there was a by-elections. In the first place, the UPND had to ban the PF vehicle, and they had to scatter all those guys who are doing the NRS registration. What did they do? The following day, the PF they had to ban the vehicle for the UPNDs. It came out as a bomb. It was all over the news. It means in UPNDs, people they know how to run the scandal. The people they know how to run the propagandas. You find that once the news like of violence happens, they will spread it all over. I also want to support the lady that the previous caller, also the lady, I don't know where she's calling from.
From the United Kingdom.
The president has been watching. Yes. the president has been watching what is happening, and the president is happy with what is happening today, where the family of our former president are being put in the social media. They are all over, and he's not saying anything. Whatever that comes from the UPND side, he won't comment anything. But if it comes from you opposition guys, it will be a bomb. They'll talk about it. So that's why you can tell that our current president, he has sidelined himself with his people. Whoever support him, to them it's okay. Let's talk about YME. What has happened to YME? There are so many things that has happened to YME. Has the president come out to talk about it? We also have people that have been died in PF. Have we ever had the time the president to talk about those people who died? No. The reason why, he supports his own people. The other people on the left, they are not his people. They are not Zambians. They don't exist. So people who only exist are those who support him. Now, I want to blame the top leader of PF. They are not doing enough. You need to come out. Look at the way UPND came out when they knew that they were going towards the elections. They need to come out and say that you put these things to stop. If we can't put this thing to stop, even next year, the UPNDs will still carry the day. So the PF who are on grassroots, they need the support for you people on top. Despite being away from Zambia, you can still support these people so that they influence people on the ground. Otherwise, I really appreciate for the program that you've been running since you've been there. Your program has continued, and we clap for you. Continue with the same spirit. We are there for you.
Thank you.
The party, friends and all. So I only lamented that why should you be stripping me of these things and then pushing me and saying, no, we want to protect you. No, you see, demeaning of the president to be seen, to be going without this or that. I said, I don't need you. You don't need me. So I was very clear. I've not complained at all. The time that I've complained is when I've been harassed. I said, you've stripped me of everything but leave my liberty, my dignity, and my rights. That's what I'm saying even now. You see, 1 minute I walk the street, somebody says you can't walk the street because you're former president, you are in danger of being attacked and people might attack you and will be blamed as police. That's why we're following you. The next minute I said, but you mean you didn't know that I was former president? When you stripped me of these things, please go and put your house in order. The next minute I want to go to church, somebody goes into church.
Okay, thank you. Let's take more calls. To run that program, you to pay me na point. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador.
Good evening.
I'll remain anonymous. I'm calling from Zambia.
Thank you very much. Make your contributions.
Yeah, I just want to make a contribution on what happened at the court today.
Mm-hmm.
What happened it's a good thing that the family is still talking to the government.
Mm-hmm.
But the only challenge you see there is the people in the government are not trusted. And here I'm thinking that maybe these people, they are sensed that when this matter is going, they might end up losing this case. So they feel that the best thing they can do is to sit down with the family so that maybe they propose something which the family will accept. And in the end, since these people cannot be trusted, you may find that once the body is brought to Zambia, they might change their mind and take over without the consent of the family. I sense danger in that direction. Then over the issue of YME, I think this matter needs to be followed up seriously because if the people are in charge with protecting the lives of the Zambian, can say that they don't know where this person is and they have no information about that person. Then suddenly the same person, they say they didn't have any information about him
has appeared in their custody. I think that matter needs to be followed. If there are any other channels which can be used to report this matter, even maybe to the international community, let it be done, because that is very dangerous. The reason why these people were even denying to say they didn't have that person in custody, maybe they were planning something which was not okay. Why should the people who are supposed to protect us hide such kind of a thing? Mr. Mwamba, if there is any other channel we can use to follow up this matter, let it be done. And on the issue of the Bloomberg report, where they are saying that the economy will grow by 6%, I think over the issue of the economy, like the way Doc said last time, economy cannot be learned on paper or on figures. The economy, once things are okay, it shows on the ground. Thank you very much, Mr. Mwamba, and we really appreciate what you are doing for this country.
Thank you very much. Let's pick some more calls so that we can stop the program on the hour. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador.
Good evening.
Yes, this is Daniel. I'm calling you from the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Yes.
Ambassador.
Make your contributions.
Yes, just two questions. First of all, I sent you an apology letter. We need to apologize to our forefathers, our four presidents. Then the question that I have, Ambassador, like where can we report the police IG? Because I feel like we're not living in a country where our rights are being respected. So where can we report that? Then the other question that I want to ask is the AG, the Attorney General, when he was being interviewed on Sunday, is he not contradicting himself? Because if you saw the application in the court, he gave specific program, or the program that was brought about over the barrier to say the body of the president will be viewed by President Hakainde Hichilema. Now, is he not contradicting himself to ask himself, who told you that the president wants to have the body viewing to the president? Kindly answer that, please. Thank you so much, Ambassador.
Thank you very much. Okay, colleagues, for those that wish to call, let's call and see if we can close on top of the hour. This is to give you an opportunity to say what you wish to say. We're discussing various issues, the matter that happened in the Gauteng High Court, the Pretoria Division. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Okay, my name is Joseph, calling from Lusaka.
Yes, Joseph.
My man Mwamba, to start with first. Even if they are negotiating with the family in South Africa, I don't think if any negotiation that will take place, and if it happened that the body was to be repatriated to Zambia, these guys will change their mind. Immediately the body will reach the international airport, they will take over everything. So they are not people to trust as at now. Look what they have brought shame to Zambia and the people of Zambia. We are ashamed. And going forward, we don't know how we are going to clean our name to the outside. So I would appreciate if the court in South Africa would rule that HAL is buried there. Then after they are removed from power, you can have a dignified burial. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Ambassador, this Anonymous from the land of AI.
Yes, Anonymous.
I just wanted to make a quick contribution on the topics that we're dealing with tonight, specifically on the issue of the economy. It's very funny that this government is so good at self-praise. So good at self-praise. It would have been easier for them to praise themselves or to allow us to praise them if we had seen a reduction in the price of fuel, a reduction in the cost of living. We had seen the shading coming to an end, and then they blow the trumpet. We would have all agreed with them. But now they're really, they're really getting on our nerves with this behavior, and it's pretty childish, I must say, where they get up to the podium and praise themselves that they're doing so well, then they hire these people to write stories in Bloomberg, and so on and so forth. It's extremely embarrassing, because whatever the numbers they are quoting to, don't even make sense at all. Really, the economy was growing by 6%. How come we're not feeling it on the ground? In fact, the things that are on the ground do not support the possibility of the economy to grow. There's no electricity in the country. The price of fuel is high. So how production happening to support that growth? It's very strange. And the other comment that I would like to make is on the issue of the burial and the court process around the Lungu funeral. I really think that there's something sinister going on here. I think the European government and HH, they want a relic from that body. If folks send a good shima, they want to do something satanic, some witchcraft that they are planning, because their obsession is pointing to that. I know a lot of people are failing to just say it, but I have said it. They want to use that board for something. If send the question, or something, so they can do something sinister, some witchcraft that they are planning, because their obsession is really, really strange. Those are the two comments I wish to make. Thank you so much, Ambassador.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Ambassador, but just a few to touch on.
Quickly, Wamwewa, you already spoke.
Number one, kesi yali kunankane. Kesi yali koti yoba mouse and babashite fao to declare that conference in 2023 was now and void.
Yeah.
No, that is very commendable. And in the Rombakofe, Dr. Marita Kova Jonas Zimbaba program Nangumairo, Wakatronda area Shiri Pia, Trefa Wakatuchiteko Wakatukosa Kopantu. This is a direction that we've been waiting for, where we start now with force Sukuwesha PF the way it was. So Nderombako Mukutuba Zimbaba Kesa Kopa program, Wakatronda.
Thank you very much.
The other one is the ownership of the body, Nachimoning character, which was applied from but you insist to cover the body of the Waimon. Now, over the same body, Lungu, Rwanda, Zambian, Chitike. Until kuma final days yabo badifena olupwa at his weakest point balungu balifena olupwa bafulire mu minwe ya lupwa. So nomba ownership yo yakobati abantu ero omuntu alirwala ku hospital bali mukanyana okuya ero bamufire bashiringisa tali mu hospital tabamutandalireko ero chiriro cha chitika tabatumako na nguru onso wabuteko kuya kopanga ndaya chiriro nombara ownership yo bamwamba wesi yashankanje chiro tabaya ko tabatumako n'olonze ku chiriro effe tule muna fya panomba nindeke baredi n'abakabesha na kimona ko futi n'abasimuwe eko balyuko basimuwe ko baza mukutalika so that bale chita counter if you stick up so inch the bunker good defender now basimuwe bali pay taxpayers money and taxpayers money bamwamba was it trade the taxpayers money chalo chonse chile pida so shindra manomba Chideya muku lopola ulupulu lelila. Mama Esther umubali na nomba. Lakini mbako selesha kuna mama Esther ungu norupwa. Mwa fyashi tulipamo mapepo tamuri mweka. Ngutunga wakutira tutunga baku mufyaro fya kusana but our prayers are with you. And just continue with the same spirit of unity in the family. And that's one thing that I've commended, because from a time all this has been happening, the family has maintained their stance, which is something very, very commendable. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mwape. A regular contributor from Livingston. You usually gives very good insights. You want Honorable Jonas Zimba or someone from Makebi Zulu and advocates who are lawyers for Mr. Maul Sampa. Probably we should bring Mr. Maul Sampa himself. And thank you for the good remarks on Jonas Zimba. Okay, there's a caller here who says he's been trying very hard. Unless he can call now, we are about to close.
Controversy surrounds the alleged death of Francis Kapwepwe, popularly known as Waimi, a prominent Zambian blogger. Reports emerged online on June 9, 2025, claiming Waimi allegedly died in police custody after being allegedly abducted by security personnel from Lusaka Police Headquarters from Harare, Zimbabwe. According to allegations by some sources, he was brutally tortured and kept at a safe house in Lusaka. Despite these allegations, the Zambia Police Service has maintained that they do not have Waimi in custody and they are unaware of his whereabouts.
No, I think we stand as what Mr. Monga said. Remember, I was press call to Mr. Monga, and we stand where it is, that we don't have him in custody.
In a statement, police spokesperson Reha Monga denied reports of Waimi's arrest, stating that he was not aware of the blogger's alleged detention. However, fresh allegations have emerged that Waimi might have succumbed to his injuries and died early today. This has sparked concerns about a potential cover-up by the state. Zimbabwe has also reportedly complained about the manner in which Waimi, a Zambian national resident in Harare, was allegedly abducted by Zambia security forces without following international or diplomatic law. The Zambia police have been challenged to produce Waimi, whom they allegedly abducted from Harare, and provide clarity on the circumstances surrounding his alleged death. Daisy Mulenga, reporting for Crown TV News in Lusaka.
Good morning, colleagues. Good morning to the people of Zambia. It is very important that sometimes we behave like human beings, even when we know that what we are doing is not correct. I am responding to a long...
I'll let Brebna Changala respond to Nevas Mumba, Pastor Nevas Mumba, Dr. Nevas Mumba. But let me just take some last calls before we close. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. Mkwai. We muntu landapo.
Chakubarira po bamwamba ndefo kukosteresha uruparo abafyashi besu ba mama Esther no ruparo nsaba pitire mu mucyushu watapata ndefo kubala tituwe bapepelako. Hello,
I can hear you. Make your contribution, please.
Hello.
Continue. We can hear you.
Ero cha bubiri cha kweba tubamwamba issue iyayo kwebatiyo ba PF icho bafumine mupawa nikadaism fyabufi ababa UPND bali kwata propaganda bamwambanga mwayibukisha ile wa UPND balwire na ba MMD kumufumbwe nishi chirongano cha SPF eko ichiri tatwachiteko perspective yarama election by election yali kumufumbwe kuli ba masumba baichenene nganganshi ukulu okubisana ba UPND na ba MMD eko baitira tumapatizia system. So ekipanichesu bamwamba kyonse firiya balolanda ba UPND ukweba ati abantu basumenya ati nikadaism ya lenga ba PF kufuma mupawa fyabufi bena ba UPND fo balechita nino mbali ne fyo yumayo balumine kukasamoku bamupingirira bali ba DC badatawo uvuwa rufisho omwoyo nombali ne bamupire n'abantu balemona PF kutayatsalire ekitapo efo balekita so ekikankara kyakweba bena Zambia ngefe mwakiranda bamwamba okweba ati ukulembesa nakutendeka aba bantu balingiri okuya nga twabalekerera basapita mu 2026 nisha bena Zambia bakakyula nombe ekyo ntenereko kyakweba ati nsi omuntu alifye tondolo aleputafye utwa kuvoterako baleyana mu kishupe shana natotera mukwayi.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, please call. All those that have missed calls, see if you can quickly call before we close. We want to give you an idea. I mean, your comments, you should make your contributions.
It up by Dr. Nevas Mumba. I read it first, I've read it second time, and I've read it the third time. He raises a lot of moral issues and state obligations. But I want to say this. What is so painful is trying to align the family as the root cause of these problems. The first question, and the decent question one will ask, how much leverage people like Nevas Mumba, Enoch Kavindele, Leslie Mbula, have they exerted on President?
Okay, we have some of the last two callers. Hello, please caller, tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
I would like to remain anonymous.
Anonymous.
And I'm calling within Zambia.
Make your contributions.
Yes. To start with, I just want to talk about the elections, the next year's elections, because there is a rumor that actually in Southern Province, they've started giving NRSs to young ones, like the students who are in grade 5 up to grade 7. And my worry is, if they are giving NRSs to students who are in grade 5 to grade 7, how old are they? Are they giving them fake years or what? Anyway, that one, that is a subject to investigate, but that is the strong rumor which is there, because what I was told was, whenever the student knocks off, they were taking them straight to go and give them NRSs. So we need to investigate on that one. I know it's one of Pingatos. They're trying to prepare themselves for the next year's elections. And then the other thing is, I just want to encourage my fellow Zambians to say, let's continue praying, because we shouldn't actually relent, knowing the people that we are dealing with. They are capable of doing anything. And let's continue even evoking the spirits of our former presidents, especially President Sata and President Lungu, to standing for their parts, which they really struggled to form, which they made it, which helped them actually to be where, which contributed so greatly to put our Zambia where it is right now. And for the well-meaning Zambians, let us make it a must every day. If we are used to praying during the day, we need to change the strategy of praying. Let's say if it's 0102, we can do that. This is our Zambia, and we need to fight for it. Because I don't think the people that are in government now, they have a feeling for Zambians. Look at the accidents that we are having every day. It's a thing that actually everyone should be concerned about. And with our prayers, let's even put more pressure on the Freemasons. They have to pack and go. They have to leave our country in peace. Zambia is a Christian nation. They have no room in our country. So those are my two contributions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Yeah, greetings, Ambassador Mwamba.
Yes, greetings, dear brother. Is that Mr. Chano Dangwira?
On the line speaking.
Mbuya Kambako.
In the first place, I want to appreciate you for the DP that you have on your WhatsApp lines. We must be lions as Zambians. We must be with a character that is devoid of fear. This is our country. We will never have any other country. And my appeal is very simple. And today I'm not going to take long. It is a message to all political players, starting with the PF, a party that I love, and also these other political parties, the Freddy members, the Harikalabas, the Given Lubindas, the Nakachindas, and all of us, the KBFs and all that, the Sean Tembos. I think we must hold the bull by its horns. It is clear we are not safe as a country, and it will only take us Zambians to face what we have in the house with, the courage that is of a lion. Otherwise, we will continue talking and talking and talking. My word, as I conclude to the opposition parties, is this. Can we please, for once, suspend our political ambitions? Ambition is not bad, but I feel a good ambition, or rather, what's the word? I've forgotten the word, but a united ambition, or rather a measured ambition, is the best solution to the country of this, to this country called Zambia. Let us unite. Otherwise, we will continue having these issues. We will continue having these people that Zambians trusted so much to continue with what they are doing. What I have seen in this whole ordeal of President Edgar Lungu'S burial, repatriation, court issues is one thing. I have discovered that we will not be a country that will progress for as long as this Mr. Hakainde Hichilema and his UPND are still in office. 2026 is in a few months to come. It is in, let's say, 12 months to come. Let us unite as Zambians and kick these people out. I have no apology. I have no shame to state here and now that Mr. Hakainde Hichilema has failed to show leadership on a very simple matter, such as the Lungu ordeal. We must unite, come together in 2026. And even if it means it is Emmanuel Mwamba, for as long as that is the person that the Zambian people feel that he can deliver us from this evil that we are going through, let's rally behind Emmanuel Mwamba. If it is Brian Munduwile, let's rally behind him. If it is Mao Sampa or Nakachinda or Lubinda or Hari Kalava, then let us do that as Zambians. Otherwise, I am a very disappointed citizen
to note that Mr. Hakainde Hichilema has failed to show leadership on this simple matter. This was his biggest litmus paper, and it is obvious he has failed. Thank you very much, Ambassador.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Hakainde Hichilema to resolve this matter in the best national interest. How much are they putting in to close the divide? Because they are trying to acquit President Hakainde Hichilema. And conveniently, President Hakainde Hichilema is not commenting on the funeral, but he has unleashed attack dogs to vilify the family in the most unfair manner. The media and certain individuals who have been hired on social media, but they don't want to open up and explain what has led to this impasse. Is it just that the family of Edgar Chagwa is unreasonable, and best to say they are a rogue family? Is that true? This problem we face today has a genesis of arrogance and the abuse of state power. ECL has died a very sad man. And the reason is simple, and that's why they are all hiding and using fronts. The president, from day one, when ECL lost the election, he thought and he convinced himself that the people of Zambia voted out ECL because they hated him. And that has proved not to be true.
The party, friends and all. So I only lamented that why should you be stripping me of these things and then pushing me and saying, no, we want to protect you. No, you see, demeaning of the president to be seen, to be going without this or that. I said, I don't need you. You don't need me. So I was very clear. I've not complained at all. The time that I've complained is when I've been harassed. I said, you've stripped me of everything, but leave my liberty, my dignity, and my rights. That's what I'm saying even now. You see, 1 minute I walk the street, somebody says you can't walk the street because you're former president, you are in danger of being attacked and people might attack you and will be blamed as police. That's why we're following you. The next minute I said, but you mean you didn't know that I was former president? When you stripped me of these things, please go and put your house in order. The next minute I want to go to church, somebody goes into church and
leero bwaca bakamba mu kyalo ky'esu kya Zambia ekyaweka enjoy. Abantu baafa bakamba kule mu nfumbwe. More than 20 people balebe pati ni babiri. Bagamba. Fish to Arufyanya. People have died. Mumino yabaka pakola. The police killing people. Why? In the same government, Bagamba. Abductions have happened. Bagamba. If you're not with them, it's either you're dead or you're in prison. This government, Chagwa, big man. Fish to Arufyanya pakubika office. Fish to Arufyanya. Why me? Missing. Achani Ruba Mwaicho and Dizona. Where is why me? Agent, tell us with your government, where is why me? Give us why me. Justice for why me, big man. Watching mo agent. Wala tupwisha bega kutupwisha Bagamba. Katwale kya kulanda big man. Why you think? Mana watata. Sambe tuwasevana. Bagamba. Waneza tuwapweni. muchalo chetu icha Zambia twamona mwempwa bagao twamona mwempwa nama Abduction bagao ubu buteko twaleta wadulete lama amazala mush no yukateka kola ipompa tureka no yukateka apa nomba bane mufulo pa mufulo wakuvota bane mufulo pa mufulo wakufuatika mufulo pa mufulo wakufuatika mufulo pa mufulo wenyu tayakwa fwe mufulo pa mufulo aikona man mufulo pa mufulo itayakwa fwe mufulo pa mufulo Yakuliati kwenyu mufulo pa mufulo mayona batata bayuthi tentwisuli amenso batusendela nomba batwipaila na hope Yesu Edgar Chagwa lungu watwebela tinani kwatila plan B nomba tuwadishiba plan B aba mmino yakwalesa bantu banga balafa mu kyalo kyesu kya Zambia nibanga abantu abala abducted mu kyalo kyesu kya Zambia bambire kuli jeje banda nibanga abantu abala ba prison abena kitotela kilangwa bonze baba prison n'entunguru kina shimbi muri one government yakwa ejeje abantu n'abafa mweleza aikata nomba baikata kuli Edgar Chagwa lungu atukwatire plan B abakubo byabyo mufulo big man mufulo pa mufulo bilabine batsendela Edgar Chagwa abano babane mufulo pa mufulo wakuvota bane mufulo pa mufulo wakufuatika mufulo pa mufulo wakufuatika mufulo pa mufulo wenyu tayakwa fwe mufulo pa mufulo aikona man mufulo pa mufulo itayakwa fwe mufulo pa mufulo yakuliati kwenyu mufulo pa mufulo HH does not mean well for Mother Zambia. Zambia to Asebana, this is not the Mother Zambia that we were left with by our ancestors, our forefathers who fought so hard to liberate us. Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, Nalumino Mundia, Mama Julia Chikamoneka, Simon Mwansaka Pwepwe, they fought so hard to put this country on the map, to put this country where it is today. No man would destroy this country because we believe in unity. One Zambia, one nation, and we shall together we will change, and we are going to change this government. My name is Blaze Zambia.
Amitapendwa ya vintu visumbe vyote bula kwibukisha Anade potimo wimbo watemenwa katongi Abazunga batita katongi Nagula kwibukisha kateka Naibukubuna kapona Neseko siove pamenso Yangu ama umebaya Iyaba ume Iyaba ume
Twakulira, lelo twakulira Shika kukonke milimo shove
Ale filamba, vienamita pengo sile Eti kume mo pulondolo la vale Lilo wingi,
Iseko wingi mwakwete Isaso wingi mwakwete Mwaya mwende wino tata wesu
Katusi muchibo kege Wali bomba kale Lomba mwatu jatule lilaki Chagwa katuse